Hey guys, it's me, it's Gary. I'm so sorry I can't make it to the Manchester Science Festival later this month because, as you can see, I'm out here in a very sunny United Arab Emirates where I'm working on the Abu Dhabi Science Festival. So I just wanted to make this video to wish you luck for Manchester Science Festival, but also to have a little chat about what science festivals are and what science festivals actually achieve. As you know, I've been doing research for the past couple of years at Salford on the social dimensions of science festivals. So looking at science festivals as things that are socially constructed and looking at the political dimensions of science festivals. So when you're at Manchester Science Festival, it'll be really good for you when you're at events to think about, you know, what do the science festival actually achieve? What type of events you're doing? And I know that sometimes when you're working at a science festival, you can get really bogged down in like the production and managing staff and all of the technical aspects, making sure the festival runs smoothly and making sure that all of the volunteers are happy. But for you guys, because you're now doing Masters in Science Communication, it's really important that you take a step back and think about the bigger picture of science festivals. So if you can, during the Salford Science Jam, try and find time to take a step back and to think about what the Science Festival is actually achieving. What is going on outside of the Science Festival? What is going on for the people who attend the Science Festival? When they leave, what is it they're taking home? Or is it the case that the Science Festival is just a really nice day out for like children, their families and the people that have come along? Is there a take-home message? And also have a think about, you know, what is it actually achieving? Does the Salford Science Jam and the Manchester Science Festival have an impact on people's lives? Is there a lasting legacy? And these are the sort of questions that you should be asking yourselves and trying to find time to ask yourselves reflectively during the Science Festival and throughout it. So, in a moment, I am going to join my colleagues in this lovely pool here. As I said, I'm out in Abu Dhabi working at the Science Festival here. It's a science festival I've been working on for the past 6 years. It's an amazing experience to come out here and to put on a science festival in the Middle East. So I'm joined here today in my hotel pool with my science communication colleagues. So these guys are the tutors of the Abu Dhabi Science Festival. Our job just now is going around universities, training students across the United Arab Emirates on science communication and introducing them to what they'll be doing at the Abu Dhabi Science Festival. The science communicators we have at Abu Dhabi are students at university who have to come along to the Science Festival in order to gain university credit. So these guys are our university workforce who power our Science Festival. So let's just join these guys in the pool. As you can see, it's an absolute stunning day. It's a beautiful Friday morning here as I'm doing some filming. And out here in the United Arab Emirates, Friday and Saturday is the weekend, which means we have the day off. Right, let me just get ready for the pool. It is taps off and time to jump in with these guys. Hey, Andrew. Catch. Catch. Right, let's catch. Hey! Is this the shallow end?
They're both quite deep.
Oh no. Right, hold on. Oh yeah. Alright, I am now in the pool with the science communication tutors at the Abu Dhabi Science Festival. So we have, behind me, we have Craig.
Hello.
Hello, Craig. And then over here, let me just get myself over, we have Nicola.
Hi.
Can you give us a wave? Hey. And Andrew. And Jonas.
Hey.
Yay, hello everyone. So Craig, could you take yourself out of this game for a wee minute?
Yes, certainly.
Great, I'll just throw back the frisbee. Alright, Craig. So Craig is one of the tutors at the Abu Dhabi Science Festival. And Craig, can you tell us a bit about what your role is in the Abu Dhabi Science Festival and what you're doing out here in the beautiful United Arab Emirates.
Yeah, so my role as part of the Science Festival is to train the science communicators and get them ready for their role in the festival. Sorry, got distracted by a ball flying over my face there. Yeah, so we work with over 1,000 students from universities across the Emirates, mostly based in Abu Dhabi, and they are the communicators who staff the events we have at the Science Festival. So for them it's a great experience. A lot of them have never been up in front of an audience before. Most of them are science students, and they love the experience, have a great time doing it, and a lot of them choose to come back, which is
yeah, awesome, great. So you've been out in Abu Dhabi and beyond doing science communication. Can you tell us a bit about other types of science communication, other places you work in the Middle East, and maybe like what you see of the value of science communication and putting on science festivals in the Middle East?
Certainly, yeah. So as well as working in the Arab Emirates, I've also done a science festival in Saudi Arabia, which was really interesting experience. To be there. One of the things we got from people there is they were delighted that there was a science festival going on there. Really enjoyed bringing that creativity into the classrooms, or out of the classrooms essentially, into a festival environment. I think I also work with the Children's Museum in Jordan, and we develop projects that tour around refugee camps in Jordan. I think one of the things I find is that science education, certainly a little while ago, and to some extent still in the Middle East, can be done by rote. A lot of classrooms, a lot of people, copying out from textbooks and things. So to be able to get these practical experiences, to get really excited about science, and to be able to do things themselves, to actually get hands-on is super valuable.
Yeah, cool. It's interesting that you mentioned that the Science Festival is out in Jordan and in Abu Dhabi, like people learn by rote, so the Science Festival brings something a bit different to that. Do you think Science Festivals can help bring social and cultural change to the Middle East region?
Certainly, I think so. In a lot of ways, getting ladies involved with science is a big thing here. And in fact, working at the Science Festival, loads of the communicators, we have a mix of genders working all together, and when I work in Jordan, actually, most of the staff are female, and have a real interest in science, and I think that's quite a big thing. Yeah, cool. I was really interested to hear there about the work you do in refugee camps and doing science communication in refugee camps and creating things for that. Is science communication beneficial to children who are living in refugee camps? Well, yeah, I think the idea is that children in the refugee camps and in hospitals and such like in Jordan and elsewhere in the Middle East, they're not able to attend school as normal, so they're missing out on a lot there. Also, it's being able to get some science communication means that they're able to access education, and to be able to do it in a fun way that can take them away from the everyday, and to create something really interesting, give them an avenue to escape into mentally, even if physically they're stuck where they are. Cool, awesome. Well, thanks very much, Craig. Thank you. We will chat in a moment. All right, let's head over here to the rest of the tutor team and see who we've got. They seem to be having a really fun game of playing pass the ball. All right. You back in? Nicola! You don't have the ball, you can join me. Yeah. Great, so Nicola and I are just going to have a little conversation just now. Nicola, can you tell us a bit about what your role is at the Abu Dhabi Science Festival?
Sure.
And go for it.
Okay, so at the Abu Dhabi Science Festival, I lead a team of 5 trainers, including myself.
I'm just going to twirl the camera around a bit.
For the noise.
Yeah.
In which Gary is one of the team. And at Abu Dhabi Science Festival, the SciComs are volunteer university students. So we have to come out here and train them all up, give them just firstly a day of sort of good communication skills and communicate with confidence. And then we train them again on site near the festival time. So I'm in charge of all the students out here that we meet and train up. There's about 1,200, all being well this year.
Yeah.
And then on site, I'll be their point of contact. I'll keep them to workshops, make sure they're having a good time, see if they can continue to build on their science communication skills.
Great, so you've been involved in the Abu Dhabi Science Festival for a number of years now, and you manage the science communicators. So can you tell us a bit about who the science communicators are and what you think volunteering at the Science Festival gives them?
Okay. So as I said, the uni students here do the science communication courses. So the students range from those doing foundation years, some of them are science university students and others do aviation, nursing, teaching. So they have the chance to come along and build up in these skills of communicating. And I think over here it's not such a big thing to volunteer, unlike in the UK. And quite often the sort of culture doesn't always need people to be able to kind of stand up, talk to people, interact the same way.
Yeah.
But those that do this course and do the SciComm and have the chance to kind of interact with children, absolutely love it. And watching their confidence grow and seeing the sort of smiles on their faces as they start to understand what we've been talking about is a really beautiful thing. And wonderfully, I've done 7 years of Abu Dhabi. It's really lovely to see a lot of people that return, which is a great positive.
Absolutely, yeah.
We've done a good job in training them.
Great, fantastic. Unlike many science communicators, you probably wouldn't identify as a scientist. Because you're not a scientist.
I'm not.
So can you tell us a bit about your background and a little bit about your journey into science communication?
So I studied contemporary performance practice at, it's now the Royal Conservatoire of Scotland. It was the RSMD when I was there. And I've always wanted to do drama and performance since I was a child. So that's what I did. And then when I graduated, actually before I even went, I did a tour of an educational science show for Edinburgh Science Festival, the Generation Science programme. And for me that was brilliant, because yes, there was science and there was education, but it was done through drama and theatre. So I enjoyed that so much that after I graduated I did a few more tours for the Science Festival and worked for Edinburgh, and since then have managed to take sort of my performance that some would call science communication, I call performance, to various places, over to India, Germany, Saudi Arabia, here in Abu Dhabi, and so that's how I sort of fell into what is known as the SciComm world. Yeah,
fantastic. Yeah, that's a unique experience. Do you think there are advantages of coming into the world of science communication from an arts background? Yeah,
I do. Yeah, I think without, it's maybe a bit stereotypical to say, but I think a lot of people, especially depending on what science you've studied, and particularly if you're in your lab work, you're not getting the chance, obviously, to interact with people the same way, and it can sometimes maybe come across, it can be harder for you to kind of get that connection with an audience member. Yeah. Not always. But I think those from a drama background spend their entire time studying how to get a connection with an audience member and how to, obviously we're more confident, or we have skills in being confident to kind of get out there in front of an audience in the first place. Yeah. And we just spend time studying how you speak with children, how you make things exciting and engaging and interactive. So that maybe sounds negative to the scientists out there, it's really not supposed to be. Yeah. But we bring a different skill set, which when you combine it with people from the science background, I think it's an excellent combination. Yeah, fantastic. All right, Nicola. Thank you very much. Bye, Nicola. Bye. All right, so who shall we go to next? Just got that on camera. That was Craig. We've already spoken to Craig. Who else have we got? All right, let's go down here. Jonas, can I come into your office? Can we have a little chat? Right. Oh, good swimming skills. Alright. Hey, Jonas.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, man, good.
Great. You're in the pool, as am I. Great. Let's just swing around here just so I can rest my arm. So, Jonas, I'm just making a little video about science communication and about the Abu Dhabi Science Festival, what we're doing out here. So, can you tell us what you're doing at the Abu Dhabi Science Festival, what your role is, and what you're doing out here for a month, 2 months.
So I'm going to be Nicola's assistant staff manager, who you've spoken to already.
I have, we've just had a wee conversation with Nicola.
I'm going to be her assistant staff manager, taking care of the communicators that we've got out here when she's swamped over with a bit too much work. I'll be helping her out with that. I'm also part of the training team with Gary for the next 40 days.
Yeah, 40 days,
There you
40
go.
nights.
Right.
Yeah, in Arabia.
Alright, so that's me. That's what I'm doing at this science festival.
Cool. So you've been involved with the Abu Dhabi Science Festival for like a number of years, probably. You were out in the first year.
I did do the
They
first
had it
year.
like, back in 2011. Have you noticed any differences over like those years in terms of like the science festival or how people interact with science? So really, I suppose I'm asking like, what has the Abu Dhabi Science Festival achieved over like these years?
Yeah, I mean it's got better every year. Obviously, more content usually every year, and it's spread out on the number of sites now, which was only in one place in the first year, so it's got bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
The impact's definitely increased. I think it's too early, 7 years really, to say what impact it's had, because the kids we were talking to on the very first year probably they're not yet at that point where they're getting jobs and making the impact that we want them to. I think it's still a bit early to see the full impacts, but it's definitely got bigger and it's definitely improving itself, which is good.
What is your favourite thing about the Abu Dhabi Science Festival?
Whoa, the swimming pool. It's obviously a really good way for like art people from Edinburgh to come and to expand their skills, not just as science communicators, but as team leaders as well. Favourite thing, man. I guess it's just the impact it has.
Yeah, I suppose for me, like my favourite thing about the Abu Dhabi Science Festival is just working with the local university students. So as I said earlier, these are our volunteer workforce, and just developing their confidence, because presenting and standing up and doing public speaking isn't really a thing over here, especially when it comes to women. So just getting them to perform and to step outside their comfort zone, for me, like that's my favourite bit of the Science Festival.
I hate that bit.
You hate that bit? Yeah.
No,
it's all about the pool.
Yeah, all about the pool. No, 100%. You're right. Like it is like something that gives them so many more skills that they'd never get in universities. They get taught by rote kind of thing. Still, that's the culture. Yeah. So a lot of transferable skills.
Lots of transferable skills. Very important word. All right, Jonas, thank you very much.
Cheers, Gary.
All right, thanks. So we have one more person left. Let's see if we can find him. I've spotted him on camera. What? People are throwing frisbees over me. What? Who's this guy?
Me.
How did you get there?
It's just where I hang out.
Right, great. Yeah, this is your hood. Yeah, am I allowed in?
Yeah, of course.
Cool.
Yeah,
all right, let's go over here.
Yeah.
Just so that I can rest my arm, which has been holding up a phone for a while. All right. So Andrew, welcome to the little conversation I'm having about science festivals. So can you tell us a bit about who you are and what you're doing in Abu Dhabi just now?
Yeah, my name's Andrew. I have been working in science communication for about 7 years now, and I'm here in Abu Dhabi training university students. This will be my 4th year training the university students who volunteer for the Abu Dhabi Science Festival.
Great, fantastic. So you've also got another role in the Abu Dhabi Science Festival.
Yes,
so obviously the Abu Dhabi Science Festival haven't started yet. We're doing a month of training and then the festival starts. So what will you be doing when festival kicks off on the 9th of November, on the 8th of November?
9th
of November.
Very good. You were close there.
So close. I wouldn't even be here.
Yeah, that's why you've forgotten. Just let it fly out of your head. I'll be working very excitingly with the local content producers and providers. So working with them to make sure their workshops are up to scratch and are the best that they can be, offering them support and advice and helping them as they present new workshops for the very first time here at the Abu Dhabi Science Festival, which is really exciting.
Great, yeah, be fantastic. And Andrew, you've got quite an interesting background, so you bring like lots of other skills that maybe like people from traditional science backgrounds don't bring into science. So can you tell us a bit about your journey into the world of science communication?
Oh yeah, what a journey it's been. I started out training to be a design and technology teacher, doing woodwork and all that sort of stuff, and then I dropped out of uni to train as a storyteller and drama workshop facilitator.
Wow, fantastic, that's amazing.
With Scottish Youth Theatre, which was really good fun, and that's when I started working in children's theatre, doing different performances and storytelling shows. And then I started touring with the Science Festival, the Edinburgh International Science Festival, and then moved into working in their office developing shows and workshops for them.
Great.
And now I am working as a producer creating science theatre.
Now you are, yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
Great. And do you think it's valuable, like science communication, having skills from people outside of traditional scientific backgrounds?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I think the thing that I was able to bring to my team was a different perspective on things, and sometimes to throw things out there without the fear of sounding a bit stupid at times, because I don't always fully understand what's actually possible. And because I've got quite that creative theatre-y mind, I'm just kind of like, this would be really cool, why don't we try that? And then sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't, but I think it's a really good voice to have in the conversation. Yeah, absolutely. And you also produce some science theatre shows. I do. So can you tell us a bit about what is a science theatre show? Well, so for me, science and theatre, they're both very similar creative processes. So within science, you come up with an idea, you do a bit of research, you talk to people, you develop some ideas, you play around with things, and you work stuff out. And that's exactly what happens in a theatre development process as well. You come up with an idea, you research it, talk to people, play around with stuff in a room, and come up with a show. So it's really interesting putting researchers and theatre makers together to have those conversations, and it's really something I think is super important as a way of communicating science, is using theatre as a tool to do that, because you can reach really broad audiences with it. Yeah, definitely. And final question, favourite thing about the Abu Dhabi Science Festival? Favourite thing about the Abu Dhabi Science Festival? It's probably been coming here since the beginning, getting to see things from the beginning. You don't often get to see a science festival at its very starting point. Yeah. So I think that's been the thing I like most about coming to Abu Dhabi Science Festival. Great, fantastic. And can you see that the Science Festival has achieved anything over like the past 7 years that you've been coming out to Abu Dhabi? Oh yeah, I think they've learned a lot year on year, and the fact that this year I'm getting to work with local content providers who are a really integral part of the festival this year is a huge sign in how far the festival's come over the 7 years. Yeah. Great, thank you very much, Andrew Jeffrey. Thanks, thank you very much. Great, thanks. Great, so we've now spoken to all of the science communication tutors here in my hotel swimming pool. So they're now throwing balls at me, guys. Uncool. Very uncool. Great, so again, do have a great time at the Manchester Science Festival. Again, I'm sorry that I can't make it. I will be following all your tweets, all your social media, all your Facebooks, Instagram stories. They're now throwing things over my head. Great. Okay, guys, let's just get together to say goodbye to everyone at Salford. Alright. Where is Mr. Jonas? Yes. All right, whoop whoop. Chicken stew. Aye aye. Chicken pie. Winner winner. Chicken dinner. All right, everyone at Salford. See you later. Enjoy Manchester Science Festival. Bye.